podcaster. I gotta do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, is everybody ready? I'll start with my name, title, all that kind of stuff, and then go into it, okay? So my name's Sergeant Eric Andrews. That's ERICANDREWS with the Arizona Department of Public Safety. At approximately 5:45 p.m. this evening, the Arizona Department of Public Safety began getting phone calls from citizens stating that a vehicle was stopped in the number 2 lane of northbound State Route 51 in the area of McDowell Road. Further calls received were detailing that the driver was slumped over in the driver's seat and appeared to not be moving. Troopers arrived on scene and attempted to make contact with that driver. They also found that the driver was unresponsive but was in possession of an AK-style pistol in the front passenger seat. Due to the driver's unresponsiveness and that close proximity of the pistol, the troopers on scene, out of an abundance of caution, backed off and requested for additional support. Excuse me. At that time, the highway was also shut down to protect the public in the area. The troopers on scene utilized multiple less lethal methods to attempt to contact the driver and to solicit a response. The driver did begin to move at that time, however, was not compliant with commands on scene. At that time, the Phoenix Special Assignments Unit from the Phoenix Police Department arrived on scene and formulated a tactical plan. The plan was executed successfully, which brought the driver into custody with no injuries sustained to the driver, to officers, or to troopers on scene. At this time, the highway has been reopened to full traffic. It was shut down in both directions for the duration of this incident. The driver has been transported to a local hospital for evaluation before being booked into Maricopa County Sheriff's Department. The Arizona Department of Public Safety would also like to thank the Phoenix Police Department for their assistance in bringing this incident to a peaceful end. Can I get any questions?
Yeah, do we know, is this a medical emergency, intoxication, or is that still unclear?
That's still unclear at this time.
Is there any indication that the person, since they did have, did you say a rifle in the vehicle?
It was a pistol, yes.
Sorry, I was coughing at that moment. Do you think he potentially had plans to hurt himself or others?
I can't speak into that. I do not know.
But nobody at this point, like in other vehicles, said they felt like they were being targeted or anything when they called?
No, we had not received any information about the AK pistol until we had arrived on scene and saw it there in the passenger seat.
So the driver is headed north.
Correct.
51 and just comes to a complete stop.
That's what it appears at this time.
Were there any other cars that were damaged by, or any other accidents
No.
or anything that
No.
came as a result of it?
No.
Can you talk a little bit about just the danger? This is kind of the second time in less than a month that really in the middle of rush hour traffic that there's been some type of law enforcement incident that has shut down traffic, that has brought out multiple agencies that have really impacted drivers trying to get home. Can you just talk a little bit about the dangers, or just the concern when things like this happen in the middle of freeway rush hour traffic as folks are trying to get home?
Yeah, absolutely. Any closure is going to have a danger factor to it, because if there's a closure, people are getting moved out of the direction that they were expecting. People are not going where they were expecting to go and start to slow down, start to look at what their options are. With people making sudden movements because they're realizing that their path that they thought they were going to go on is now no longer available, those sudden movements can turn to collisions. Collisions turn into more backups, and more backups, there's always collisions involved as well. So anytime there's a major closure, but especially a rush hour when there's even more traffic on the road, it's a dangerous situation for citizens and for troopers who are attempting to do that, as well as for ADOT, who usually manage the closures for us as well.
What do you guys know about the suspect?
I don't have any information on the suspect right now.
Do we know the suspect vehicle this time?
Not at this time, no, I don't.
Is it a man?
It was, as far as I know, it was a male.
And, so many folks are at home kind of wondering, it's been quite a week for you to be the new PIO in this position. They're thinking back to 3 weeks ago when we had that carjacking incident, and then yesterday. A lot of people, are wondering what's going on our Arizona roads. What would you tell my viewers tonight who might have those thoughts?
I would say that, especially in law enforcement, every day there's a different threat and a different concern for us. Today is no different than any other day. Yeah, we have had some high-profile incidents that have occurred. We are handling them to the best of our abilities and the best of our training that the Arizona Department of Public Safety is proud of.
And just to be clear, that gun and no employees that you know of were shot.
No, at this time there were no shots fired, no.
How was the suspect woken up?
That I don't know. That was Phoenix Police's special assignments units are the one that made contact with him and actually got him into custody.
Okay, so we don't know if he mentioned anything or said anything.
No, I don't have any information on statements, no.
Was he, are you able to say if he was like walking when they were?
I don't have that information, no.
And then I know we've been coughing and sneezing a lot. I don't know if that's maybe something that was used like tear gas or anything that would have swept over here.
I can't speak into what specific methods were used now.
Was anyone else arrested as a result of this incident, or was only one arrest?
Only one.
Okay. What kind of charges did the suspect?
I can't speak into specific charges at this point in time. I don't have that information yet.
I did notice like there were some people that kind of were walking on the side. Was it hard to get everybody, kind of back in their vehicles to then continue off?
I know I got here a little late to the game just because I was coming from somewhere else. And by the time I got here, they had cleared out all the traffic. So we always try to clear out traffic as much as possible, especially where there's a potential threat to those that are around us. We always want to get them out of the roadway as soon as possible. So they did that as quickly as they could.
Yeah, and you can
I don't have that information.
you speak a little bit to the challenges this being truly in the heart of rush hour?
Just kind of like I said previously, in rush hour, there's going to be even more traffic on the road. So any closure is going to create even more backups, especially at this location just north of the mini stack, the 51, the 10, and the 202 interchange. That's going to cause a backup not only on the 51 where the closure actually is, but as well as on the 202 for people trying to transition onto the 51 and the I-10 from both directions for the I-10. So it definitely creates a major traffic issue when it happens at rush hour, and especially at a location such as this.
You may have already said this, but what was state troopers' role in this, and then what was the police department's task force part of it?
So DPS was involved in the initial contact with the subject to try to make contact with him and to shut down the highway. ADOT also assisted with the shutdown. Phoenix Police, once we determined that we weren't getting the compliance that we needed, Phoenix Police was the closest units with their special assignments units to actually be able to come on scene and use their specialty training and tools and equipment to make safer contact with that subject and get him into custody.
And again, no injuries.
No injuries, no.
Wow, just saying something. Time that happened.
I think it truly speaks into the amount of training that both we take as well as the Phoenix Police Department Special Assignments Unit.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.